and welcome to Gentle Barbering 101. And yes, there is a such thing as gentle barbering. This is Cortland. He is 3 years old. This is his second haircut with me. And now he has been graduated to being able to sit by himself. The first time we cut his hair, he had to sit with mom. Dad had to feed him. Dad had to distract him. But this time, he is on his own and doing so much more better. So as you can see here, I gave him my comb just because he wanted it. And it gave him a moment to be distracted so that I can get started with the cut. I decided to start at the back of his head because his dad wanted him to have a low taper and the temp fade in the back. So that's where we started. And usually when I'm doing haircuts like this for any other type of client, I'll start with a different process. But for this particular client, I decided since his head was going to be down anyways, that he'll be staring and looking at to the phone, I was just going to start at his neck. And that was the best decision I made because every other part of his haircut was going to be so much more easier. So from this point, I got the taper done in the back of the neck, and I move on to the sides. I do one side, then I'll do the other side. Thankfully, it's been about 16 years since I've been cutting hair. So my speed and my technique and my routine on how I cut hair has definitely helped me improve in cutting down how long it takes me to do certain haircuts. So being able to cut kids has been a challenge, yet the things that I've picked up along the way and being able to do has helped me tremendously. So here we're blending everything in. They wanted to keep as much length as possible, but also wanted to shape it. And as you can see, the interaction between me and him has grown very, very great. And he's listening to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I love that show from back in the day. And just him alone, hearing me sing the songs, it gave him a little bit of a, okay, I see she knows what she's talking about. So some of my tools that I use are very helpful in that we don't always have to use a clipper. And honestly, if you're using a clipper or a trimmer, make sure it is not so loud and make sure they're not too sharp. Because at the end of the day, when we have kids in our chair, they're already anxious, they're already nervous, they're very uncomfortable. And if the barber that is taking care of them has tools that make too much noise or is too loud for them and it makes them freeze up or move too much or even jump because it's too sharp, then we kind of lose the whole dynamic about having a good experience. And in this video, as you can see, I'm going in between cutting hair and also interacting with him. And when all else fails, have the parent do it. Make sure the parent is your assistant, not the other way around. Because it is easy to allow the parent to do all the things that you need them to do to try to distract them. But also, it's not as helpful because at the end of the day, you're going to need the child to do what you need them to do. So you need to tell the parent what to do in the case that the child is moving around and doing a little bit too much. It is your job as the professional to make this transaction as easy as possible. Now, I know not everyone is good with kids, but it's not that you're not able to be good with kids. It's just some techniques, some tweaking that you would be willing to learn or willing to adapt to that would help you get through a kid's haircut. And you have to think about this. If you have a rapport with the parent and the child, they're more than likely going to stick with you for the rest of their years, unless they move away or something of that nature. But remember, this child has to grow up. This child has engagements and family functions that they have to look right for. So this is one of the most lucrative techniques and skill sets to have, is to be able to cut children with no problem. If you're a barber out there and you're looking to improve your child gentle barbering skill set, hit me up. I got you. Let's go. The children are our future.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. And y'all know it.
Good job.
All right, I'll see y'all.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Roll call. Ooh, taper, 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 taper.